A little bit. The cough is still around because,
Oh yeah.
but aside from that, feeling definitely better. How about you?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Well, my husband got sick again. So I
That's
like over the weekend I kind of like it was kind of like one of those things, when you're like sort of sick, but then your partner gets sick and you're like, "All right, I'm getting it together. Like I'm taking care of him."
You
Yeah.
get better once you pass it on to someone. It's
Yeah,
like a hot
yeah,
potato.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. So
Also, sharing is caring, and
sharing
also,
is of course caring.
and of course, it's like, winter comes with upsides, but also downsides. No
Mhm.
spiders, but you have more sicknesses.
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't play nearly as many games as I like usually do this week because I was ill, but I did play some really good ones. What
I
about you?
played only good ones. I had such a blast.
Really?
Yeah, I played
Ah.
I played way too much Star Vaders. I've got 5 hours on that one, but
Oh
uh
yeah, Starvaders is good. Yeah.
yeah, but I did play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 demos.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
I saw
So
you
I
streamed a bunch of them.
Yeah, I think I played about 25 and then I looked
All
through
right.
to see like which demos I had played previously that were now a part of NEXTFest. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it was
Yeah, yeah.
like 5 or 6 of those that I wanted to include because I just happened to play them at other times. But since they're being highlighted during NEXTFest, I wanted to make sure that I put them in here. So
Yeah, perfectly valid. Like, we can just talk about our favorite ones, and then
yeah,
over time we'll
yeah.
go to our less favorite ones, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, for
Or
sure.
just go for whatever is. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Star Vaders.
Okay, Starvaders. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That was
Star,
a good one.
yeah, and the demo is still up until 7 p.m. GMT plus 2. That's 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 2 and 2/3, I guess.
Plenty,
2 hours and
plenty of
40 minutes.
time. Plenty of time to beat a run.
Yeah, and if you beat 3 runs, like if you beat the game with three
All
different
3
pilots,
characters. Yeah.
yeah, you'll be entered into a free key raffle,
Yeah, they're
which
giving away
is pretty
100
great.
keys.
And that's really cool. So
Yeah.
yeah, Star Vaders is by Star Vader Studios, or Penguinouts, I believe they're called now. It's a like grid-based, turn-based roguelike deck builder with tactics and strategy elements to it that is incredibly cute. Like, it looks great. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have like a path system or whatever, like in Slave Aspire or Peglin, but instead choose one of 3 locations on Earth to defend against the encroaching space invaders. And the planet selection kind of reminds me of Star Fox in a way. Overall, the game just, it's not pixel art or anything like that. It's like
Right.
sort
It's
of
just cute, like
anime,
cartoony.
yeah,
Yeah.
art. Very, very cool. I believe there's actually 4 characters in the game, like 4 pilots.
Oh, are there? Okay.
Yeah, you've got the so you have essentially you have two in the demo, but there's 3 mechs,
Okay.
sort of like
Yeah.
3 different distinct classes in the game,
Mm-hmm.
and you can play as either the gunner or the stinger. The stinger only has 1 pilot so far, but the gunner will have has 3
Hi,
pilots in
Rain.
it. So you have either
Hey.
Roxy, I forgot the other two's names. I haven't
Okay,
unlocked the third one
you
actually.
did play a lot more than I did.
Yeah. So
A lot
basically,
more than I did.
you have the first one, who's like the standard one, who's focused on burning cards and shooting a lot and placing a lot of bombs. And you've got the second one, who I haven't actually played, who is focused around freezing cards and unburning them. And so you cycle through that and reduce
Okay.
their costs and stuff like that. And the third one, I haven't unlocked yet, but I'm working on it. And he's like a twink. Very cool, very hot. I'm a fan.
Oh, you did say twink. Okay. Okay. Did he? Did he? Oh, he did. He did. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
No, yeah, no, for sure. I was just clarifying. Yeah,
All right.
amazing.
Yeah, like look, the other two
Yeah.
characters are cute too, like quick code. I
Rain,
don't
did
know.
Rain, did you play
And then
Sultan's game
Vestina is
yet?
like sort of a melee based
I wanted to try it.
character.
Oh, I
He's
was
got
playing a
energy
great
instead of
game
the burn mechanic.
before this.
And you can throw
Called Is This
cards
Game
out
Trying
that
to
you
Kill
then
Me?
pick
I'm gonna
up
keep playing it
to
after
get
this.
back into your hands. And there's like the flow mechanic, which reduces their cost to 0. Stuff like that. It's very cool, very intrinsic, and there's like lots of synergies and artifacts, and I just love the game too much. I played a lot of it. Enjoyed it a lot. I even wrote a blog post about it, just raving about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Let me see. How many Starvaders? Oh, I won't find it in my library. Maybe I already uninstalled it. I think I probably put like 2 hours into it because I wanted to finish a run. And I did. I did with the burn card duder, I think.
Nice. Yeah, Roxy.
Yeah. So, yeah, Starvaders is a great game. I've seen it on a few wrap-ups too, like Best of NEXTFEST wrap-ups. So I'm really happy because like a friend of mine told me about it. Like, I want to say in March, told me about it. Because he's working for one of the companies involved. So I've known about it for a while, and so it was important for me to like play it, you know. And I'm so glad it was good, because that's tough, right? When it's that's tough when you know someone and you're like, this needs a couple improvements. But I really liked Starvaders. That was a cool one.
Yeah, the developer of Balatro actually recommended it as well.
Nice.
Which is really cool. It just looks stellar as well.
Yeah,
And the art is incredibly cute. And there's like a lot of cards. There's a lot of like these artifacts that you can get. I had this one run, 40-minute run, where I won the game as well. And I had lots of cards that would summon bombs. I had artifacts that would summon bombs.
Yeah.
I had artifacts that removed the bomb limit. And also,
nice.
I had cards that would explode my bombs and then resummon them. But enemies also count as bombs, so they get also resummoned and exploded, which does damage to other stuff. And then I had an artifact that would turn me into a bomb, so I would explode as well. And I had cards that would shoot from each bombs and myself, so I would shoot twice from myself and from everyone else. And I had stuff that moves the bombs up a turn at the end of a turn. So suddenly I didn't have to dodge as much anymore, and I could focus on just blasting.
That's stellar.
And it was hilarious. Like, really enjoyed myself there.
Yeah. I think I did 2 runs where I got wrecked pretty fast, and I was like, man, this is tough. But then it was just like I just got the right combination of cards, and like the boss, like I destroyed them. Mine was the same thing though, like bombs. I did bombs, and like there was, I forget what it was, like a some sort of like a spectral sword or something like that, where it just like slices through everything. It was amazing, like such a good card. And yeah, so yeah, I did 2 and they were really tough, and the one I just like flew through. I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Amazing. It felt great.
Yeah, I had another run where I had this card that shuffles my whole discard pile into my draw pile.
I
then
said I like the aesthetic, so insert coin
shoots
clothing,
and
send me
then
the shirt.
Shoots them, like activates them, free of charge.
Monica!
So I just add all the cards that would shoot, you know, quantity.
I'm not even sure which one is Monica. It's one of these 2.
And just blast, diagonally blast from bombs, blast from everywhere. And just focus on like getting repeat on that one card, or making it so that stuff happens.
Yeah, it's a really well fleshed out demo, and I totally recommend it. I wonder if the demo, because like as a streamer that has so many damn demos on her list, I personally recommend devs to keep up their demos just a little bit longer, because people are still trying to get through these lists that they haven't necessarily like worked all the way through, you know, so it gives you a chance.
Yeah, like it's a whole, that's like the problem with Steam NEXTFEST overall. It's very overwhelming to look through all of the games that look cute, and you sometimes can't even find all of them.
Yeah.
But also,
there's still games I was looking through today. There's still games that are like, oh my god, this looks so good. Why did I not see this?
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, you know, there's one roguelike, for instance, that looks incredible, and I forgot its name, and I can't find it anymore.
What kind
and
of...
I know it's in there.
you know what kind it is? Like what the
Like
elements were?
action roguelike, kind of top-down H view, sort of like in Hyper Light Drifter, but with lots of
Right.
bullets.
Right.
Like
Okay. Yeah, that's tough.
projectiles, etc.
That's tough.
Yeah, it
I think
doesn't
there's
look
like Windblown was one that was suggested a lot. I think that's an ARPG.
Yeah, I want to talk about that one too.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
We'll do that later, but
yeah.
yeah, like it's a whole week that you get to play, but
Mm-hmm.
as you mentioned as well, like for me, I had university, but I was also sick, so I had to stay at home.
Right.
But I couldn't play
Yeah.
games because I had to catch up with all the lectures that I was missing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
just not enough time. Like under the week, you don't have the time, and on the
Yeah,
weekend,
Raziel,
you
it's
have
from
other
the Dead
plans.
Cells guys.
So
Yeah.
I would love
Yeah.
it if developers would keep
I've heard that's
more
really good.
demos up for longer, but I also
Yeah.
think there was some argument to be had about wish lists and the algorithm and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
It affects everything.
I totally agree. If you already are having success with wish lists and people already have it, like, then there's, you know, it's not really like there's not much motivation to keep your demo up because people are gonna just keep playing that instead, right? And get sick of your game or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think if you're struggling, it's a good time to be like, hey, did you get through all your demos? Ours is still up. Like, you can still try ours if you didn't try it yet. Okay, so is Starvaders your like gem of NEXTFEST? Is that like your favorite?
One of them at least.
Okay, because of course I have a few favorites as well, but my absolute favorite, and I played it day one, so that was, you know, it was hard to like measure up to this game. My favorite was Keep Driving.
Oh, Keep Driving was great.
I love Keep Driving so much. It was, so the way I described it is it's like if Death Road to Canada and Heading Out and Oregon Trail had like a baby, with all three of those had a baby. You know, like a little combination baby.
It's sort of for me like the child of the first two and the child of the third game plus the longest road on Earth. And then those two children marry and have another child. It's just the best aspects of out of all of those games.
It was so beautiful and so charming and like so nice. Like just the art was beautiful. Like it was so enjoyable. Just every scene, like there was just gorgeous background to look at. Like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe like the obvious like love and care that went to the game. The only thing was that the musician dude that you can pick up a musician dude as a hitchhiker, he has a cat in his lap and a cat that he brings with him. You cannot pet the cat.
To be fair, you know, if he brings a cat with him, you're a stranger to the cat as well. I'd imagine that the cat is already anxious enough being in the car.
You could at least admit, no, he's like he's like chilling, sitting on his lap, like he's traveling with the guy. He doesn't have him in a kennel or anything. He's just bopping around. So I feel like there needs to be some kind of like befriend the cat, or like at least let the cat sniff my hand, and then the cat can decide whether he wants me to pet them or not.
It's a
you
demo.
know,
it's a demo. You know,
I know,
maybe it's in the
but
full
just
release. You know,
if you have an animal, in your game, you need to let me pet it. I need to pet your animal.
Yeah, but definitely a great game as well. Very atmospheric, lots of management.
So 4 out of 5 stars. 4 out of 5 stars. But it was my like, if I had to choose a favorite, that was the one. Not only was it surprising, it was gorgeous. I was invested every step of the way, and like I wishlisted it immediately. Like all of the things. It was great.
Yeah, the game is great. It's developed by YCJY, which is it's a very tiny development studio from Sweden. They actually have music in the game by a Swedish rock band that sadly disbanded a while back.
Yeah, local indie games. And it made me sad because, of course, I streamed Keep Driving, and they tell you when you turn on streamer mode, they're like, you're gonna miss some killer music if you turn on streamer mode, but like,
live in the moment, you know. Who cares if the bot gets muted?
I know. I should have just gone with it. I usually do, but yeah, Keep Driving.
Yeah.
I'll have to listen to the soundtrack like off stream.
Yeah, like it's definitely a banger. I love the art for it as well. I love YCJY's games a
Why,
lot.
CJY?
They
Oh,
made
wait, that's a good way to
Post
remember
Void,
it.
which got pretty raving reviews as far as I don't know, but I really love their game Sea Salt, which is a dark fantasy reverse horror game where you're
Oh.
like it's like you're this eldritch being sort of coming from a sea and murdering humans and stuff. It's dark and gritty. It's like an action strategy roguelike-ish game.
Oh, controlling and growing a horde of minions.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so why is I don't remember. if it was
Safi,
a
4
roguelike
years.
game, but it plays like Oakloss.
Please get some
in a lot
sleep.
of
Do you
ways,
like my
which is very
shirt?
nice.
It plays like which one?
Like Oakloss, Omega?
Oakloss?
Yes, like this. It's like a Greek themed sort of like that
Oh, okay, okay. OKHLOS.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Oakloss. Published by Devolver. Listen, I will simp for Devolver for the rest of my days. They have such good games. 11 bits on my list too. I'll simp for all 11-bit games as well. They entered my list of simpery when Indica came out. What a good game.
We all sim for our publishers.
Yeah, sure do.
I used to simp a lot for Akupara,
Thank you, Safi. I hope you get some sleep.
About them, so now I'm more of an indie houses guy.
Who was
which
this?
is indie houses. They're a group of like Akupara games, Fellow Traveler.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Raw Fury.
Yeah.
Neon Doctrine.
Right,
and
yeah.
White Thorn Games. They're like a group together.
Oh, okay.
Trying to help developers and stuff. They do charity.
Yeah.
All
awesome.
of them are very cozy and shit.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, I love those. I love those devs too. Raw Fury. I just started playing Cassette Beast last week too.
Oh, nice.
Because I had one rough day of demos, and I was like, screw this. I'm gonna play a game that I know is gonna be good. Yeah.
While we're on the topic of kind of story games, cozy
Yeah.
games, atmospheric ones, let me show you one that I was pretty surprised by. I was like,
gifted.
I'm gonna play this
Thank you,
because
Rain.
it's
I gotta play more of that.
it looks weird.
Oh my god, I cannot tell you how much I love Mushroom Musume. I love it so much. That's on my list because I've played it. I played it on stream. I played it last night, like while I was hanging out with my husband, because he was like lying there sick, and I was like, I wonder what I can play on my Mac, because I have a MacBook Air. I played it again. I love Mushroom Musume so much. I've been trying to tell like my cozy streamer friends about it. It's so interesting. Like the stuff they have coming out seems really interesting. Huge recommend. It's very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, the game is coming out at the end of 2024. It's a text-based RPG.
Have a good night, Safi.
Fairy tale life simulation game.
It's Magi.
Where you're a recluse.
We're just doing a wrap up.
Non-specified in the wild.
We're doing a wrap up for NEXTFEST.
Craving some companionship, but not really like a lover, but more so like someone he can take care of. And then a witch comes
how I am with
by
NEXTFEST.
and offers him a chance. Offers them a chance to raise a daughter, and you bring different objects to this witch. It's got this fairy tale character, like fable character, to it, where you bring different objects, and then the wish gets fulfilled. But it's not like a grim tale or anything like that. You just end up with a mushroom daughter who you take care of, and then you get different events and have to make choices and manage resources to like the nourishment that your daughter gets, the care they get, and your finances, your own stamina. And depending on what you do, your daughter grows up into a different kind of mushroom, like glowy, caring, magical, or more droopy mushrooms, etc. I had one run where I called her Chanterelle.
Ah, yeah.
Like Chantal, but
oh, that's
it's a
cute.
mushroom.
Yeah, but
And
the
she ended
mushroom,
up
yeah.
she ended up being a turquoise, glowy fairy mushroom that then learned magic from the witch and found the connection as well. And later, when
Ooh.
she grew up, she wanted to leave the house and be independent, but not be too far away. Still be like kind of close to the recluse, her parent. And so you then play as the Mushroom Girl and encounter people and stuff like that. And you then eventually get to decide on a goal that you want to do. And I decided that I want to go to this evening gala, this dance party at the end of the year with the recluse. Even though he's not much of a social guy, you bring them over, and the recluse does it for the love of their daughter. I was worried that the game would be kind of weird about raising a daughter, but no, it's super wholesome and cozy and very nice, kind of found family vibes. It's got 30 different endings, lots of different events and paths, and the full game will have at least double the word count.
Yeah.
It's just so well written,
and like new items and new like different mushrooms. Like mine was so I named my Molly after my cat, and she was really resilient. Like she grew up to be resilient, so she became a wrestling star. And she made a lot of money and traveled the world and was a mushroom wrestling star.
That's nice. Yeah, like there's like again, there's like the story aspect, but also it's sort of collectathon.
Love it.
Kind of.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Like you can find all
Molly
these different
was a
mushrooms
wrestling
and
cat.
influences
Molly
with
was
your
a
choices, but then
wrestling
each of them live
mushroom.
their own life
Chicken
based
of
on how you take care
the
of
forest
them as
or
well.
whatever.
And what's also really cool is got like pixel art and everything.
Hi, Bloodlust.
And this sort of graphic novel-ish,
yeah,
like
and it
Pulp
turns
Fiction kind of vibe.
Turns the game into the color of like what you, I don't know, you have to like go find a gem that's the color of your future daughter or something like that. Like you find something colorful and then the game turns that color, which is, I think, is really interesting. And you can also, if like the color bothers you guys, you can like change it back like in the settings, which I think is nice as well. Yeah.
But also, you can find a lot of different colors as well. Like throughout your journey through the game, and as you play the game, you can find other like flowers or objects, stones, etc., that will then change the color of your game, which I find very adorable. And if you don't like
what's going on,
you just change it back, to default or to the color of your choice. It's really cool. I genuinely love it.
I have been telling, there's some, because everyone knows like I'm the. I'm always playing different games. So there's a couple games that I've really tried to get certain people to play. Mushroom Musume is one of them. Because I just think it's such a weird little game. But like also, I feel like it would be hard if you like story games, it would be hard to dislike it, Yeah,
I feel like, especially for like Road Warden, it's Steam actually says it's similar to Road Warden, and I agree.
Yes, I had the same link like Road Warden. Yeah,
Road Warden is more written like a grim, dark fantasy kind of tale, like a D&D campaign.
I hope you get some.
This one is written more like a whimsical story, but it's still got a dark aspect to it.
Jiao got sick again. He was sick last.
The game
weekend,
has
and
RPG
he's sick this weekend too.
Like at one point, I encountered bandits. And I could try to fight them or run or something like that, but I chose to use some spells to just scare them off. And then you roll the dice, and based on your dice roll, you get a success chance or not, And based on your traits and stuff, you have a higher chance of getting a success. So I ended up just summoning some Tempest Winds, and they got scared, so they ran away. And it was nice. And I later tried to convince someone to go after the witch in a romantic fashion, and it failed. But it was still fine.
Sometimes it does. Right, yeah. As long as you like... Nice. Because the first time I played, I tried to steal something, and I got caught for it, and then I got a really bad reputation. I ended up dying, like, early. In that playthrough, so... yeah, I'm a little bit of a goblin when it comes to like stealing stuff from people. So I I did not set her off on the right path. Poor thing.
You have to resist to say goblin deeds.
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh, no. But yeah, the demo is still available. I'd imagine it's gonna be still available for quite a while. The devs have lots of plans, and as I mentioned, it's got 30 endings already, and it will have many, many more.
Yeah.
I played like an hour of it and got through one ending, but you can also skip text that you've already seen.
Right.
Which is a nice feature.
That is nice. Yeah.
And you can have multiple save files, which is amazing if you want to follow one path, but save at different choices and then just reload later to try a different choice, which is very, very good, especially if you're one of the people that likes getting all the endings, getting all the achievements, all VCGs, and stuff like that. It's just very adorable. And I love the idea of raising a little monster girl. Yeah, that's a really good one. Okay, so one that I was just playing. So I've probably only played like through a fourth of it or something, and I'm so excited to go back to it. It's called Is This Game Trying to Kill Me? The answer is yes, it is absolutely trying to kill you. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so I was looking at wrap up lists over the weekend because I felt like I hadn't found, I don't know, I kind of was having a rough time finding like games that I really was connecting with, you know what I mean? Yeah. And so this was on someone's list and they compared it to like Pony Island and Inscription, and I was like, sold. So it's kind of like a weird little escape room. I guess I haven't played much, so I was gonna say I don't want to give anything away, but really, like, it starts right away in that you start doing like escape room stuff. It's really cool. Totally recommend trying it. I haven't gotten very far, but it's an escape room with a twist, you know?
Interesting.
Is this game trying to kill me? It is. Yeah. It is definitely trying to kill me.
I'm getting.
Recommend that.
Apparently similar to Outer
Razziel,
Worlds.
have a good night.
Terrible, but I don't see it. But also, like, Daniel Mullins vibes.
It's
developed by Stately Snail, coming out on November 13th.
Right, yeah. So it's coming out soon too, so you don't have to wait too long to get the full experience. It was also giving me a little bit of like Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion vibes, maybe because of the graphics.
I love that game.
Yeah, I like that game.
It's got the retro, polygon-based kind of vibe to it. Especially with the textures and everything. I love the textures in this one screenshot of it, for instance.
Yeah. And that, you have like the pixel game and like the computer, but then you also have the text, like the like kind of boomer shooter textures in like the real life section, which is, it's really cool. I recommend it if you like escape room things. I'm not sure how like jump scary it is. It doesn't seem like jump scary, but I don't know like what happens when you get out or
It's got the horror tag. I'd imagine there's gonna be a few, but
Hi,
most of the time like atmospheric adventure
I'm a bit of a
horror
goblin.
games, especially with escape room mechanics,
how are you, Roboyo?
will more rely on
did you see the spooky
and
Halloween stuff?
Oh, you see something
on
spooky,
Core Keeper?
but it doesn't jump.
You should turn it on. I bet you don't look like shit, Bloodlust.
Especially like Inscription,
I understand
for
the
instance.
feeling.
But yeah, definitely looks cool.
Yeah, big recommend if you can try that.
Will do. I'll add it also to my wish list. So November 13th. Very interesting.
Yes. Yeah, that's another one that is coming out soon. Let's see. Did you get okay, so did you try that game Liminal Core?
Liminal Core.
I got the only reason I tried it is because I got the devs came into my stream, and usually when devs come in I'm like, sure, I'll play your game. And it was basically like a walking sim. It's supposed to be like a psychological horror walking sim. I think I played the whole thing because I stayed the whole time. And my chat was like, I bet this is a good time to go to another game. And I'm like, oh, no, let me just finish. Oh, let me just finish that. You know what I mean? Like, chat was not into it. But yeah, I think the only reason it would be fun is if it was someone really jumpy, which I am, but also like if chat was like spitting out jump scares, like with scare alerts and stuff. Because otherwise it's just, I mean, it literally is just a walking simulator, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot of this liminal horror kind of thing with pools, for instance, escape the backrooms. There's also some other games that, like pools in particular, it uses a lot of the same assets. It's like assets that are freely
I tagged you in it
available,
on Twitter.
that people use,
Boyo.
especially like with like the slides and whatnot.
I think we have to turn it on.
Part of its charm with these games is that they use the same assets.
Right, yeah.
And the same asset packs, which I don't mind at all, because they look like they are part of the same. Oh, you just step into this liminal space kind of thing, and it can be very eerie, but sometimes they also drag out quite long, or they get very jump scary depending on the thing, or sometimes it's just a little tedious as well.
Yeah, I think it was mostly tedious.
Yeah, so especially when you trudge through water and get slowed down, that's kind of a danger with them. But I know a lot of people who are very into
Core Keeper just followed me on Twitter.
So definitely worth checking out if you want to. Also coming out in 4 days, fully.
Which one is?
Liminal Core coming out in 4 days.
Okay. Yeah,
October
they did
25th,
say so what people normally say is that or what people are saying is, oh, this reminds me of pools. And so the devs were very like insistent in chat. They were like, it isn't just about like wet surfaces, like there's parks and stuff. Like they'd have different like locations, you know. That's just their first one that they were showing off.
Yeah, I mean, to be absolutely fair, you know, I think it's part of the charm that it's using the same assets as pools and other games.
Right. Yeah, because it does also set you up for like, am I gonna be scared?
Yeah,
you know,
it's like,
because I think pools is the one where like a weird face like follows you, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Things,
I don't know. I refuse to play it. I won't play it. I'm not doing it. Nope.
I didn't play it either. Like,
nope.
I like atmospheric horror a lot. Liminal space doesn't really do it for me, although there are cool videos of it, like online. Like liminal space horror is the whole thing about
guys, I feel so cool right now. Hi, Armory.
A park and there's no people, and there's literally no noise, but you're kind of scared.
Yeah. And
you have no idea what's happening, you know.
Yeah.
And something seems a bit off, like a light is flickering or something like that.
I hate it.
And it's not even fully dark yet, you know. You have no real reason. You're not that far from home, but it just feels a bit off, like something is bothering you a little bit. Like, why are the lights on when it's not even dark?
How you doing, Armory?
And stuff like that.
Are you playing anything new?
It's that sort of feeling, but we have all of these games, you know. Oh, you're just in an empty space. Oh, you're just...
Yeah, we might need to turn Halloween on, boyo.
Stuff like that, but and then they add a bit more and more absurdity or eerie stuff to it. Sometimes a monster, sometimes noises, sometimes other things. Just not my cup of tea, I think. Yeah. In terms of games.
Yeah. Same. Agree.
With that said,
yeah, go ahead.
Game. Completely different game. Worshippers of Cthulhu.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to try it, but I didn't. How'd you like it?
So, it's developed by Crazy Goat Games and published by Crytuvo, who also
The Abandoned Planet.
The Universe.
Oh.
And some other games. Very, very
what kind of game is it? Is it like exploration?
Sim,
sounds like
city builder, sandbox management game. But you also manage a cult. Like there's actually Cthulhu, and there's actually Azov and other like harbingers of the old ones. Especially if you love Eldritch horror and the whole Cthulhu mythos and stuff like that. It's incredibly interesting. I did like it a lot.
It was one of those that definitely looked like either this could be a great or it could be crap, and they're, you know, like it could be one or the other.
Yeah, it's like coming out in it's coming out soon. Like Wait, no, it already came out, but the demo is
Okay.
available right now. Wait, did it already? Yeah, it did already come out today.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Worshippers of Cthulhu is out.
Yeah, Worship is of Cthulhu.
Okay.
It's in early access, and you manage the cult,
Classic point and
and
click.
there's different people with different
Oh,
interests. So you have
nice.
some people that really want to be
Nice.
sheep farmers, and they'll gain experience if they're sheep farmers and work faster. And then you can also assign like stuff. It really reminded me of Tropico, which is a colony sim city builder series by a German
Right.
development studio where you're a dictator.
Oh. Oh,
And-
I've seen like the promo art for it.
It's very future. It's like very humorous, and Worshippers of Cthulhu is more dark and grim, but also over the top in a way. Like you sacrifice people and you make choices and stuff like that. You gain fanaticism.
Oh, maybe like Cult of the Lamb and Frostpunk 2 had a baby. Sort of. But then there's also some wiggly tentacles.
More so just, Tropico or Frostpunk with.
I guess I should try Tropico.
Tropico is great. I think you'd enjoy it. Simulation, good shit.
I do like sacrificing people.
Also on GOG. In Tropico, you don't do that really with sacrificing, but in Worship of Cthulhu, you do that. You also have a knife that you use to carve sigils into the bodies of some of your followers to change their interest and
So
like
like a normal Friday, basically.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's basically a tattoo, but bloodier.
Oh, I love that. Wait, hold on. There are I'm just remembering the Nixium podcast I just listened to. Where they that's like a real life one where they branded like their initials into people. That's pretty screwed up.
Wow.
But in Minecraft, I like to sacrifice people in Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. Oh, the game also has what's really cool is it's also about conquest, so you can take over other islands and really manage everything. And it seems
very cool.
It was really cool. Like I really enjoyed my time there, especially as I'm craving kind of the Banished or Tropico style city builder experience.
Right.
Very, very nice.
Huh. Okay, all right.
And there's big tentacles if you're into that.
Big what?
Tentacles.
Oh, yeah. Well, some people are very into that.
Love to see it.
Oh, man. Let's see. So for, let's see. So when it comes to so we tried to do a co-op day. And we had, I want to say 5 games downloaded to attempt playing co-op games with each other. Only one worked. And that was Wildwoods. It was a cute, co-op.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah, it was adorable. It was a cute co-op. The co-op worked very well. It's just that I hope with the release there's more to it, because it got samey pretty fast,
Yeah, so
pretty similar to itself over and over.
I first encountered Wildwoods back in 2019 at the Gamescom over here.
2019? Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And I played a demo of it there that was quite limited, but very interesting. It's a very small studio. They're working on it for quite a while now, and
Go David
it's just
tentacles.
very polished in terms of its style and everything and different mechanics. It's sort of like Unrailed, but different.
Yeah.
And I probably should show people on my end as well. It's a very interesting one because it looks very adorable. It's quite cozy. You've got a carriage, and you're trying to keep the light up.
Yeah.
And there's, I believe, also enemies.
Yes, there are enemies. Yeah, there are enemies, and then some enemies are bigger, and that sort of thing.
Yeah. From what I've heard through the grapevine,
hi bestie.
You didn't hear it from me. there's a
You
lot.
hate the shirt?
Of
What do you hate
stuff
about the
planned,
shirt?
But the studio is quite small. But they're working on it, you know.
This is
Daedalic Entertainment, who
this
are
is-
amazing.
this
by
is
the way.
Monica. This is Monica.
I talked to
I
them
haven't played
about
this
it,
game.
and that was very nice. They got a lot of plans.
Is this
And
Monica?
just like with Unrailed as well, which is also published by Daedalic, they have like a lot of influences and are trying to work on it over time.
Right,
and
yeah.
the full release will definitely have more content than the
Right.
demo.
Yeah.
But they also can't just give you the full game, basically.
Yeah, oh, totally, for sure. I completely agree. Yeah,
I'd
that's why I'm
imagine that,
just, I'm imagining there's more. We played it for like, I think like, 20 minutes and we were like, all right, we're good. All right, no more of that.
And that's fine, I think.
It did?
Especially
Did
with
it
these co-op
really?
games that are very reliant on playing it together with other people.
Armory.
Once you are at the full release, I'd
You should
imagine
play
that
it
this
right
is gonna
now,
be
then.
great, just like Unrailed. Especially with like how cute it is. I'd imagine, especially if you play it with kids, perhaps.
Don't look it up.
Because of the art
Don't look it up,
style,
just
the
play it
women's
right now.
formation and everything. And it's like an action game too, like with some crafting mechanics and some procedural generation and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does.
I've
It
been very
does
excited
seem
about
really
it.
cool, and I think it'll be a lot of fun with people.
Yeah, it's still to be announced when it's coming out, but if you want to, Daedalic Entertainment also published Unrailed and are soon releasing Unrailed 2, which is very similar.
Yeah, so
but
that
more
was on the list of games I really was excited to play, and the co-op did not, like, the game wouldn't even run on my like, it wouldn't run, like, it was just, I don't know, like, it wasn't optimized to even like yeah, I don't know. I was really excited to play it, and I suggested it to a friend. It made me think of, and like, it just didn't work. It didn't work. So that was on my list of co-op games that didn't work. Yeah.
Which one? The
Unrailed 2.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Wildwood was the only one that worked. So Unrailed 2, and then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was playing with my friend Raboyo, and it wouldn't run on his computer, like, at all.
Oh, interesting.
Same thing, like, it was just a black screen. And then...
some, like, with some demos I've encountered as well, like, very long loading screens and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
and, like,
typically,
not very...
the ones I played worked, but it sometimes happens as well, like, different machines, it's not optimized.
I had a couple that, like, I don't know, I'm like, I have such a long list, and, like, if it's already, like, giving me trouble on, like, the opening screen, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna do something else.
And that's totally valid. It's, you know. But also, this is indie dev, so there's that. There's less QA, I guess, especially before these events.
Did you know anything about Doki Doki before you played it, Cat Daddy Busty?
But yeah, Unrailed 1 was pretty great. I still play it every now and then with a friend of mine and his girlfriend and stuff. And it's very chaotic a lot of the time. Especially when...
Which one is this one? Unrailed?
Yeah, just Unrailed.
It looks,
like the first game.
So fun. It is
a lot of fun. And it's a roguelike. And it's very chaotic. And it gets very difficult over time as well, which is very interesting. So... yeah, teamwork and stuff. Hey, perhaps we could even play it together sometime.
Yeah, it'd be a good time. But
yeah, Wildwood's interesting one, definitely.
Yeah. So I really liked Wildwood specifically for the fact that it worked super well. Like, did what it was supposed to, you know? So yeah. Any other ones that you really liked or really had a hard time with?
I really liked Backpacker Guild.
Oh, okay. I didn't even hear that one.
Okay, Backpacker Guild it's a bit of a weird one. So first of all, it's developed by Rainbow Studio, who make a lot of games that are kind of this thing but mashed with this thing, and it's kind of weird if you hear it though, like Sudoku RPG. Which is an RPG with Sudoku mechanics.
Okay.
Interesting, you know? That game during COVID, balling, you know, it was amazing.
Okay.
In Backpacker Guild, you start out hearing the demon Lord talk to his army about how successful they are, but the rat army only managed to kill like barely less than 9 million humans for 10 years,
Okay.
like each year. So the demon lord kicks out the rat people, the rat monsters, and is like, yeah,
Okay.
you disappointed me, you're banished.
Okay.
And the rat monsters lost so many of their family and friends in all those years, those 10 years of the conquest. So he swears revenge, and hence infiltrate human society to join an adventurers guild to run mercenary groups that will get stronger over time to then defeat the demon lord eventually himself.
Okay.
In the name of revenge, not for the humans. So
No,
you
no,
kind
we love revenge.
yeah, so it's a lot of inventory management. It's an auto battler.
Oh, that
You
looks cool. I'm downloading
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, it's
Backpacker
great.
Guild.
It's
Okay.
it's got like a little bit of immersive sim stuff in there. So you hire mercenaries, and then those mercenaries. There's gonna be like more classes in the full release. There's currently just one in the demo.
Okay.
But you basically can craft items with loot you find from the monsters. So you send out your mercenaries that get stronger over time into battle with those monsters, like slimes, goblin warriors, goblin mages. And as you defeat one monster, you get the next one unlocked. Very interesting. And there's also quests that level up your guild then and stuff like that. And you get better rewards and sort of incremental-ish.
Uh-huh.
And when you close the game and then return to the game, you get some rewards as like a welcome gift, which is very
Okay.
fancy. I like that because sometimes you have a hard time quitting. Because I get
Yeah.
very absorbed in games like this.
Right.
And what's very interesting, because of the inventory management, like each mercenary only has limited inventory, so you place down like swords and their armor and whatnot. You have to manage that, and if you leave more space open, which is riskier, I guess, you know, because you do less damage, have less
yeah.
armor, less health, and stuff like that. You get more loot, however, you know. So for
Yeah.
grinding and stuff like that, that's possibly better. But then you have like you know, do more battles against them to get the rewards you want. And then you
Okay.
make them stronger with items, or you sell components, or craft them for quests and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's very cool, and there's like
That
this whole
sounds
map
cool.
with like the mana gems that you like unlock new recipes in. I don't know, I really enjoy it, you know.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
sounds really
it's-
cool. I downloaded it. It's so
like
it looks like
incremental
it's
backpack hero.
it looks like it's released and it has mostly negative reviews. I'm not sure why. It says that like the upgrades aren't big. I don't know, but I want to try it. I'm gonna give that a go.
Wait, it's got reviews
It has,
already?
yeah,
Where?
yeah. So,
Oh, do you mean like curators?
so there's reviews. I clicked on. No. It has reviews. It's like, I don't know why. Is it the demo? Maybe it's the demo that has reviews. Because now I think you can do reviews for demos. So like you can devs can turn them on.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I wonder if
Mostly
that's
negative.
for
Ah,
the
look, it's-
demo. Yeah, but I'm really excited. It looks great. Like I love the art. I wonder if people just, I don't know. I guess it's tough because it's people that maybe are trying it and it wouldn't be their kind of game normally, you know? So, I'm going to try it anyway cuz it looks very cool.
To be absolutely fair, the negative reviews seem to mostly be people that played it for half an hour.
Right, yeah.
Most of them are in
Yeah.
what appears to be Chinese. I'm not sure
Yes.
what that is about.
Yeah, one of them looks Korean. Like I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
one of them Korean.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. But there's
Like this one person says the game progresses so incredibly slow. You get barely any gold for killing monsters, and the crafting materials are pitiful. But they played half an hour.
Right. Yeah. So they wouldn't have been anywhere into.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah.
And like again, like 10 reviews, it doesn't matter. Like if it's
Yeah.
mostly
No, I
negative.
know. That's why I'm like. I know.
yeah,
That's
it
why
is-
I was like
it's like-
hoping that I'll give it a go and give it a better review, or like if you do a demo review on it, like bring it back up, because I know even though I know that sometimes games get review bombed when they shouldn't be, it still is like something makes me think twice, so I'm trying to get better about doing demo reviews.
I
when
didn't
I
know that demos
can.
could have reviews.
Yeah, it's a new thing. Like now that
Especially
they can
since
have
it's
their
like a
own
separate page.
demo.
Yeah.
Now that they can have their own demo page, like I'm not sure if they have to turn it on or what, but. What do you mean, Armory? This is obviously not a horror game.
It's basically an incremental game.
How could
where you
something
start
this
slow
cute be a
and
horror
eventually
game?
Gets faster. And it's not everyone's cup of tea, clearly. But like, for instance, what I did in the game right when I started was I spent the gems I had not to unlock new recipes, but rather to increase the gold gain from quests, which is one of the first upgrades you can get.
Yeah.
And it sped up things so much faster. It's just like by
no, I totally understand,
1%,
Armory.
but
Yeah. That's why I always read the reviews.
No, it's like a lot. It makes a big difference, especially as you repeat hunts and get more mercenaries, and then you just are swimming in gold.
I told him to play it and not read about it.
Yeah, Rainbow Studio is making lots of good games, and Backpacker Guild, I spent an hour in there just watching my mercenaries go out into battle, beating up goblin warriors to get those goblin cores.
I love that I haven't heard a lick about that because I am so excited to play it now.
Nice.
Like, it's one of the, like I said, it was really hard to find like stuff that was right up my alley for this Next Fest. So it's cool to hear other people talk about like what was kind of like showed to them or what someone told them about, because you and I play a lot of the same games. So, you know, if you say it's a good thing, I am definitely going to check it out.
Yeah, and also like the dev studio also made like Fantasy Fishing Town. They made Raid Titans. They made, again, like Sudoku RPG. There's a lot of weird games they made.
Yeah, I love weird little games.
I love them for it. Like Sudoku RPG during COVID was so good.
Yeah, man. What did I play during COVID? Oh, you know what? I was playing a lot of Civ 4. A lot of Civ 4.
Hey, it's a time sink. It works.
Woo.
It does the thing.
Let me ask, did you play Dimensionals?
Dimensionals.
Okay, all right. Then I have some words to say about that. That is a beautiful game. I could not believe my eyeballs. And then I read about, okay, so first of all, it's a beautiful game. It is animated in a gorgeous way, really fun mechanics, really cute characters. Like, it's very cool. It's kind of edited in like a comic book style. And I was like, what is this? How have I never heard of this? This is beautifully done. This is crazy. What the hell? So I guess what happened, I'm pretty sure I did hear about this, and I didn't realize it was about this game. So originally, they were going to do NFTs of their characters. They were going to do like the blockchain thing and Web3, whatever crap. There was enough of a backlash that they decided not to do it.
But also Steam doesn't allow that at all.
Right. Steam doesn't allow it. A lot of like...
No. Steam doesn't allow it in the game, but if they make those things outside of the game.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so yeah, they was like a lot of streamers will refuse to, like, I wouldn't have covered the game if they were like trying to tie in NFTs, you know, like a lot of streamers won't cover that or put it on their page and like that sort of thing. So there was enough backlash that they were like, we're not doing it, but we're still releasing the game, which I'm like, thank goodness, because this is such a good game. Like, I loved it, and I'm so glad that they are not going the way. And it makes sense now when you watch it and like you see the designs of the characters. You're like, oh yeah, okay. Like, that makes sense. That makes sense that they were gonna try to do like NFTs or whatever it was, whatever they were gonna do. But now that they're not, I can tell everyone how much I like the game. Because it really was great.
It and you told me
and
about
it was
that.
yeah, because it's a turn-based. It's not a tactics like grid based. It's just turn-based battling, and it's and you're in space and you have like different people with different skills, and like it's yeah, it's a turn-based combat game, and it was great. It was such a great experience. and I totally recommend, like 100% recommend it. It's so clean, like so everything's done so well, you know. So recommend if you haven't tried it, and it's beautiful.
I might play the demo, but since the devs tried to do anything with NFT, I would like to not support them, so I'm not gonna. I'm probably not gonna recommend or stream it. Mostly because, like, you know, even if it's a good game, chances are, like, if people buy stuff, they might use that money.
It's gonna be a bunch of Bitcoin weirdos. Stuff. I know.
Yeah, like,
I know,
they're
it's so
probably
tough.
tech bros. It sucks, you know.
It
but
does
also,
suck. Well, there's
vote
so
with
many.
Your wallet, right?
There's so many games. Like, you don't have to support anything that you know. Like, if you're a bit sus on, like.
It's kind of like with
sus.
You know, Soup Cats.
No.
It's like a. I don't know if that's the name of it actually, but
Armory, go play Doki Doki Literature
Cats
Club.
and Soup is what it was called, right? It's a mobile kind of idle game that looks incredibly adorable, where cats make soup.
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't they?
And juice and stuff like that. And it's, you know, cool, and you can get like little outfits for them and stuff like that. It's very adorable. But then the developers eventually decided to like the developers decided to launch like some NFT programs as well with their art, and I wasn't a fan of that, so I uninstalled it.
Yeah.
And it sucks, obviously, but
yeah. But there's so many games.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many other games out there that you can play.
And if you like if you see Dimensionals and you like the vibe but don't want to play that, I would go with Wander Stars. You know what? They emailed me and said they were taking Wander Space Stars. Now, they emailed me and said they were taking part in NEXTFEST, and I haven't seen anything about that. So I'm not actually sure if they, because I've seen from a couple Let me see.
No, the demo's on Steam. The demo is on Steam.
I wonder if they're
actually install it.
So they don't have the NEXTFEST banner, so I'm wondering if maybe they decided not to take part in this NEXTFEST. Because now it says 2025, and I think it was originally 2024.
I think the thing is with NEXTFEST is because it's over in like 2 hours.
Right, yeah.
Right now it's like hyping up like the Rogue Fest, like Rogue Celebration or something like that. There's like a sale and everything. So Steam is like, oh, it's the last day. We don't need to promote them. You know? Kind of like that.
But I think, well, there's a couple games that like were gonna take part and then aren't anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
was it My Side Armory? MISIDE?
We discussed last week as well, as someone from Wyatt said in your chat as well.
Yeah. Said that they changed NEXTFEST, like the back end this time, so people were being a little sus about it. And I totally get that. Yeah. But
Wander Stars, I actually downloaded.
Love that game. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to play it, but I really wanted to play it, especially since it's got that Dragon Ball kind of look to it. Dragon
it's so
Ball,
cool.
Inuyasha age look to it.
So
but
good.
Sort of futuristic.
So good.
It looks very cute. It's published by Fellow Traveler, coming out next year.
Yeah.
Turn-based roguelike, where you collect over all 200 words, earn pep-ups from honorable victories, and become a Kiai master. Befriend rivals, uncover dark mysteries, and seek out the pieces of a Wonder Star.
So it wasn't Alien Isolation or My Side? MISIDE? Now I'm curious.
And I love it for it. You know, it looks like a retro anime.
If you figure it out, Armory.
And the perspective really is interesting.
It's so cool. It really is. Like, if it looks like something you'll like, then you'll definitely like it. It was one of my favorites. I played it during NEXTFEST last time. So in June or whatever, but it wasn't part of NEXTFEST. I just happened upon the demo and I was like, well, why not?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and just stellar.
Yeah. I mean, the game is published by Fellow Traveler, so it's going to have a narrative focus.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I didn't play. Did you play Citizen Sleeper 2?
Citizen Sleeper is...
The demo?
I didn't play Citizen Sleeper 2. Do you mean Citizen Sleeper, TOO, or Citizen Sleeper?
No, Citizen Sleeper 2 has a demo for number TWO, like the demo is available.
Yeah, I haven't played it, but I also don't want to almost. I want to play before release, not get spoiled. Otherwise, I'll be like, game, Now,
I
please.
know. Sometimes I have the same like feeling. Like,
Yeah.
no, I want to play the whole thing. What the hell? Where is it? Yeah.
I did, however, read on it and heard that there's now it plays a bit different with like the dice and everything, but still it's basically just Citizen Sleeper, but as a sequel, more story, more stuff. And yeah,
Right.
like someone in my chat is also saying, Sharian saying, yeah, I'm saving Citizen Sleeper 2 for the full release as well. Truly enjoyed the first one. Yeah, I love the developer a lot. Jump Over the Age is fantastic. Citizen Sleeper is a very personal story about body dysphoria and other things, you know, trauma in a way as well, violence, but packed together in a very not on the nose, very subtle way, and it's just very good. In Other Waters, Jump Over the Age first game, one of the most immersive games I've played over the years, is fantastic. We talked about it last week, I think.
Which one was this?
As well. In Other Waters.
Oh, right. Yeah, we did talk about it.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and Citizen Sleeper was fantastic. I'm looking forward to the second game, and like, I'm not gonna play the demo because I don't want to get spoiled.
Yeah. No, I know. That's kind of how I feel about narrative games in general. Like, you know, if it's a good one, I really want to like just keep playing. Like, I want to know. I want to know what happens. How could you just leave me here? So yeah. It seems cool.
And yeah, Citizen Sleeper 2 coming out in 2025.
Oh, Sucker for Love!
Release
I remember the song.
Yet.
I'm a sucker for you,
But you can play the demo right now if you want.
I'm a sucker for you.
Star Wars Sector, the sequel.
Let's see.
So is it your turn? Shall I go for another?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I played another demo called Overthrown. I've been following the devs on Twitter a lot because their marketing is really good. Like, it's very meme-ish.
Well, and the game seems fun. It was one that I tried to play with my friend, but it took him like 3 hours to download the demo, so we didn't end up playing it. But one of my mods said she played it with a friend and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's like developed by Brimstone. It's coming out this year. It's published by Maximum Entertainment, and it's releasing in early access. It's a city builder sandbox game with high mobility. Like, you're
very high mobility.
Yeah. Like, you can dash super fast. Like, you're some superhuman. You fight bandits and folks to protect your kingdom, and you can pick up trees. Instead of knocking them down with your sword, you can pick them up and throw them into a sawmill.
It's very funny and silly.
You can pick up a lot of things, actually. And you build up your little buildings and get resources and stuff and build houses for your people and manage everything. And you can play it as, like, you can be as efficient as you want or just play more casually. And you can build a lot as well. Like, the building menu is very nice with variants for all like the blocks and stuff. I don't know, I was very impressed with it. I played it in single player because I don't have friends. No, I mean, people just usually sleep when I'm playing games.
Yeah, we're pretty chill. We're work lurk vibes.
But it was really fun. At some point, after an hour roughly, I was out of like kind of the content that was in the demo. But I was fine with that because like the game is releasing this year in early access with more content, and then there will be updates further down the line, and you can play with friends.
It'll be a fun one to play with people for sure.
Yeah, you can play with up to 6 players.
Cheers.
And there's like a lot of chaos, a lot of exploration, enemies coming in waves, and you can like
Did you get your cat, Jeff?
Everything, set up like increase the height and lower mountains if you want to, and you can pogo on a
so many windows open right now.
And
amazing. As you should.
Upwards and
As
stuff.
you should.
And the game used to have actually fall damage, but they decided to remove it and made like a short video on like removing it.
Amazing.
Because it's anti-fun and stuff like that.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Like,
no, that's a good shout.
Their social media like marketing and stuff is just top notch, really. I love how fun the game was. It was very chaotic. a part of me was hating the fact that I could pick up a tree, or pick up a rock, or pick up a nest, or a tent, and stuff. It's just like, it looks wrong, but it was just so darn fun. Like, just silly fun.
I love that. I'm glad it was good. I'm glad I was good, because of course I didn't get to play much of it.
Yeah, perhaps
right.
you'll get to.
Let's see. Yeah, I feel pretty wrapped up. What do you think?
Ooh.
Is there any other like ones you really were really into?
Okay. Then I'll do this very, very quickly. I talked too much about Star Vaders, I guess. Windblown.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
Windblown. I've heard a lot of good things, but I want to hear about like, cause I didn't feel like playing it. Basically, I didn't feel like it.
So, Windblown by the developers of Dead Cells, like Motion Twin, coming out in 3 days, is in early access. Is going to release in early access. Feels very, very fast. Like, I've got the zoomies with that game. You know, like, you can dash super quickly, you can attack very quickly and stuff like that. It's very fun. Feels very much like isometric Dead Cells in a way. You've got 2 weapons that you can have. You can have different trinkets. You pick up boons, however, that influence... Like, I got one that's called Necromancy that heals me after a kill. Or there was some other stuff like more attack speed, more stats, crits, etc. You can play up with up to 3 people. You can be a guinea pig or axolotl or other anthropomorphic creatures.
Yeah, I do like being cute little characters.
It's got a lot of the Dead Cells humor that I love, like very subtle but kind of funny. You get launched into a tornado on each run, like with a cannon. And I don't know, the combat just feels so smooth and fun. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
Should I go to the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Rift of a Necrodancer.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm trying today. That's like on my must-do list.
Okay, so developed by Brace Yourself Games. It's basically sequel to Crypt of a Necrodancer, but it's not a roguelike.
Right, yeah.
It's a rhythm game.
It's like a rhythm. It is directly a rhythm game.
Yeah. There will be a story mode in the full release, but in the demo, you can play 4 levels in the tutorials on different difficulties. There's a lot of accessibility settings, and it's really fucking good. The soundtrack slaps as always.
I wonder if it would work with my dance pad.
I'd imagine. You can reroute the key bindings and stuff like that. Ooh. You've got like left, right, and up.
Right,
and also the down button for when there's enemies on all 3 lanes. Oh. On top of that, you also have like a ability you use with space that essentially makes it so that you're invulnerable for a little while, and then also deal bonus points.
Look at your golden
like
kappa.
Like, you can
Who'd
try
you get
beating
that
my
from?
scores if you're friends with me on Steam.
Are we friends?
I think we're friends.
I don't think we are.
I mean, like,
I'm gonna add you. I'm gonna add you because I want to beat you.
Are we friends? Ooh.
Okay. Well, we're gonna be Steam friends soon.
Nice.
I want to beat you on the internet.
I'll send you my thing.
Okay.
Reminds you a bit of the Metronomicon. Yeah, it's a direct rhythm game. It's not a roguelike. It's just a rhythm game. Soundtrack slaps. By artists
it looks like
from the first game.
Set up like graphics wise, it kind of looks Guitar Hero-ish. Like it's set up like the frets are down. Like yeah,
it is that. Yeah, and like there's a lot of enemies. Like there's enemies where you hold the button. There's enemies where you have to like tap them multiple times or offbeat. There's enemies that have a shadow that looks different that you have to essentially hit on the offbeat and whatnot. It's very difficult on higher difficulties, but I love it so much. I hate rhythm games. I suck at them so bad. I am very bad.
But this is one that you like. This is one that you like.
It makes me want to play better. And there's a lot of accessibility things as well.
Those are the games that are really fun though, like the ones that make you want to beat them even though they're difficult, right? I think that's what got a lot of people into Elden Ring, for example.
Yeah, like I have a hand-eye coordination disorder. I can't catch balls, and I sometimes hit the wrong button even when I know what button to press because like my
yeah.
brain and fingers don't do the thing I want them to.
Mood.
But this one is doing it. Like it's nice, and like you can calibrate the game. Something that is super important is also in the Crypt of a Necrodancer. I wish more rhythm games had that because not only does your audio equipment sometimes have lag, but also my brain has lag.
Yeah.
And I can calibrate it so that it's forgiving for my.
I feel like no one should put out a rhythm game without calibrating. Like you shouldn't even like make it accessible to anyone publicly until you have calibration in your game because there's no point in putting out a rhythm game that people can't play.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Like I've played a couple rhythm games where they don't have that in the demo and I'm like, what? Like how are people like people aren't going to enjoy this experience at all. You have to have some calibration. Like you have to. There's no choice.
Okay, shall I go to the next one?
Okay.
Okay, To Kill a God. Developed by Glitch Factory, who also made No Place for Bravery, which is an isometric adventure RPG-ish game, sort of Soulsy, not really Soulsy, but like kinda. That you can, with a lot of accessibility in it. Like you can change how much damage you take and how much damage you deal. It's set in the same world that is inspired by Norse mythology, kind of.
Okay.
More like Celts and stuff.
This is another one I saw that I was like, I just don't feel like doing an ARPG. I don't feel good. I have to be in a certain mood for those. Oh, it looks a bit Survivor-y to me, except I guess less passive.
Yeah, so it's basically you have this skill tree that is procedurally generated, which I love. It's like Talented in that regard. And then you, when you want to get like the ability, like the passive or active ability, you need to first complete a challenge. The enemies get more difficult.
I don't have the patience for Souls-like games either.
But you get further in the skill tree. And then you have to basically just defeat all the enemies in that room. That's all you do. It's not really hack and slash ARPG-ish, but it's inspired by hack and stuff.
Yeah.
It sort of reminds me of Diablo meets Hades, kind of.
Okay, yeah.
It's set in the same world.
I can see that.
It's like a prequel to No Place for Bravery, but you don't need any knowledge or anything since it's just a roguelike.
I should look at Fortnite
really
Festival.
Liked it. I had some really good fun with it. And
you can kill a god.
Skills.
That seems really cool. I can't be bothered.
Totally fair. It also has like a campaign, I believe, for Kickstarter.
Okay.
And
yeah, let's see. Oh, right. Your map is your skill tree, known as the skill map system. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's very unique. It's like it kind of reminded me of a game that is already out, Talented. Like Talented has a procedurally generated skill tree that works a bit differently, but it's procedural generation in a skill tree. What? That's super cool.
Oh, that's cute. Look at that.
Yeah, Talented is fantastic. Also really cheap. Also has so much content in it.
Yeah, it's like $5 US. It's £4 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Came out about a year ago, almost to the day.
Did I have anything else that I really want to talk about? Because I know you want to leave.
Well, I just gotta, I gotta play that. Is this game trying to kill me? Because I want to know if the game's trying to kill me. You know.
I see.
And okay, I need more coffee.
Last one is Tiny Pasture. Do you
Tiny
know
Pasture? Yes, this one was cute. It was like an idle game.
Yeah, it's just on your desktop at the bottom of the screen, like Rusty's Retirement.
Yeah.
Or Desktop Farm. And it's just, you're taking care of bunnies and other animals, and they make money, and you take care of them and clean after them.
The only thing that made me sad was selling some of them so that I could get other ones. I don't want to sell my cute little babies, my cute little baby bunnies.
Feel you, but I believe the full release will also have, like, you can have different pastures that you can
yeah.
It's
well, like,
adorable.
Because I've played I have other idle games like Chillquarium. I don't mind selling some of my fish, whatever. But like the buddies, I don't want to sell the buddies.
Yeah.
I want to know it's going to a good home.
Only thing I wish it had would be being able to name them.
Right.
put
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I agree.
ribbons or whatever on your bunnies
Little
and other
hats
animals.
or something. Yeah.
Some sort of Twitch integration like in Rusty's where you name people after
Yes.
the bunnies and stuff.
Yeah,
And
it does.
maybe
Twitch integration
know.
would be good. I agree.
yeah, just something very simple like, oh,
Mhm.
they're on the screen, you know, it's just for Twitch.
Right.
It's like streaming
Yeah, yeah.
avatars.
No, I totally agree. Yeah. That was really cute. Yeah, I've been playing a bunch of idle games like for TikTok, and that's one of the ones I tried, and it was very cute.
I could talk about more games, but
I know. Well, I've
No.
got to play some more games too. I think I went over like my favorite. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I went over my favorite
yeah.
ones. But I have a you know, a spreadsheet with all of, I mean, I played what 35 or so a lot of them.
Definitely let me know what you think of Rift of the Necrodancer and the other games that
And
you are gonna play.
Backpack, what was
Yeah,
it? Backpack Guild. Backpackers
Yeah,
Guild.
Backpackers Guild,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same with like Rift of the Necrodancer. If it works with your dance pad, I'd imagine that'd be a fun stream.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. I'm gonna see how long the demo is gonna be out.
Yeah, like also the soundtrack for that is up on Spotify too. Like for the demo soundtrack,
Okay.
it's so good. Overthinker is such a good banger of a song. You'll have to listen to it. Also doesn't get muted on the VOD.
Whatever. It gets muted.
Yeah. Live in the moment.
Yeah. Hey, I hope everyone had a good NEXTFEST. Thank you, Magi. It's really nice to have like it was good to have like a little like preview, like what are we gonna play? It's a pretty different list, hey, because you know it's a different.
Yeah, we play different stuff.
Yeah.
We like different things, but also like very samey things.
Yes, yeah. Well, and it all depends on like there's a lot of people that reach out at the beginning, but then what you manage to play is like a different thing altogether, you know? So
yeah, it's
awesome.
like, you know, it sucks that with sickness and our schedules,
we were both struggling at the beginning of last week. So yeah.
Just the way it is. I gotta find someone to pass my cold on to. I still got my cough here.
Oh yeah, you gotta pass it on. Get rid of it.
Take it, Lisa.
Oh God, not again. I can't be sick again. Hell no.
The fake cough triggered the real cough.
Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No.
Please feel better.
Yeah. I'll have some Lissa tea.
I'm gonna have some Lissa coffee.
Yeah. No, I gotta get some proper tea in a moment as well.
Yeah. Thank you so
Lissa,
much.
thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, of course. Everyone go follow Magi. I did a shout out for Magi.
Yeah, go check out Lissa as well while you're at it, you know?
Yeah, you know. Yeah, if you
You know. Lissa. Okay, I'll see you around. Okay, bye.
Bye.